Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a closure wig for myself. I got a closure. I just got it from Jeannie's Beauty Supply, local here in Dallas. And this is just my old Eunice hair. I'm just going to re-sew it into a wig. I did a video on it before. So all you're going to need is some T-pins. You're going to need a needle and thread, a dome cap. And if you want to put some combs or clips in there, you can. And so this is what the closure looks like. It's not like a super high quality closure, but since the beauty supplies are closed, it was a pretty decent closure, you know, for the situation. So I'm just cutting off that extra lace on the side so that it's not too bulky, and that it'll lay down flat once I lay the wig down. I'm just taking that little extra fabric out, but not the whole thing, just right at the front, because this is a small closure. I think it's like 4x4. So I need to preserve some of the space on the closure. So anyway, I'm just measuring it out. And it doesn't look like it, but I did leave like a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch in front of the cap. Like the very part of the hairline, I left that part in front of the cap, and I'm just pinning it down. But for some reason on here, it just doesn't look that way. So anyway, I'm just sewing down the closure. I always start in the middle and sew toward the face, and then I'll start over again on the other side and start in the middle of the back of the closure and then sew down toward the face. So you'll just see me doing that here. I also have the hair pinned up in a little butterfly clip just to keep it out of the way. You can put it in a ponytail holder, a rubber band, something, anything, just to keep the hair out of the way while you're sewing, because you don't want to sew the hair into the cap in the closure or whatever. So you just want to keep sewing down toward the face and making sure that it's pulled tight enough so that there won't be any wrinkles, or that the lace will lay flat when you get ready to install it. And so here I'm just going on the other side. I'm just going to sew down toward the face. Okay, so here I'm sewing the hair down in the back. I'm sewing the wefts down in the back, and I'm just getting it started. I have it pinned over on the other side with a metal clip, and I just got it holding the hair in place. And I have the hair doubled, so I'm just sewing, you know, double tracks across the back. And I'm actually not going to go into like super detail, because I already have videos showing how to sew a closure wig or sew in, or you know, whatever. So I am going to talk about it a little bit, but this is not going to be like super detailed. But I'm just going and I'm sewing kind of close together, stitches close together, and I'm just like, I don't know what you call that type of sewing that I'm doing. I think it's like the loop and stitch, or lock and stitch, or something like that. But anyway, I'm just sewing it across the nape part, where the nape of the wig will be, and then I'm just flipping over. And then here I'm just doing the sides, and I'm just going basically just side to side. I'm not doing any, you know, super great pattern or anything. It's just side to side, and it's very simple, easy to follow. And then I'm just flipping the hair over, as you'll see right here. And I separate the hair at the end so that it's flat when you flip it over, and you can probably see that there. And I do have that in other videos showing you how to flip the hair over without it being bulky. And you just want to hold that hair pretty tight, just so that make sure that there's no lumps and bumps when you get done sewing, making sure that everything is pretty flat. And then here I'm at the end, and I'm just doing my last little flip over track. So I just flipped it over, and I'm just sewing that particular little piece down, that little end piece down. Okay, and then here you just want to take one track that measures the length of the closure, and just one single track. You don't want it to be double, and you just want to start sewing around the very edge of the closure. So you don't want to sew on top of it. You just want to sew right at that lace that's at the edge of the closure. And you'll see me doing that here. Okay, so I'm done sewing the wig, and this is how the hair looks. That closure that I have is it's just a 10-inch closure. It was an extra closure that I had, so I decided to sew a wig with it. And then I'm just gonna take the hair off of the wig stand, and I'm just gonna cut the excess cap off of the wig. And I'm just using some regular old scissors, and I'm just cutting around, being careful not to cut any stitches, just so that I can expose the lace. So you just want to be really careful when you're doing this, so that you won't have to go back and try to repair anything. So you just want to be like real super careful on this, and that's how it should look once you get done cutting the extra cap off. Okay, so I did go in and I put some hair color on this mannequin, but the hair was so dark it didn't really take. It was like a burgundy color, and so I didn't even show that part. I took that part out. So here I'm just going in with some tweezers, and I'm just tweezing the hairline out. And I already had it parted out, but if you don't want to part it out yet, you don't have to. You can just go ahead and do your tweezing at this point while the hair is still kind of damp. And you want to get you a good pair of tweezers that's really like removing the hair for you, so that you won't have to struggle to get the hair removed. And this closure was already pre-plucked, and I also bleached the knots on it, but this was a beauty supply closure, and it still kind of needed to be bleached again. It seemed like it's hard to bleach the knots on those type of closures, but I did bleach the knots. Okay, and if you don't want to tweeze this closure, you really don't have to, because it did come pre-plucked. or if you just want to tweeze it a little bit, you can. I kind of went in deep tweezing it, and you'll see that in a minute. But if you don't want to, you can just simply trim the lace, cut the lace back to the hairline, and then just wear it because it was already pre-plucked. And I got this closure from Jenny's. I don't know how good it is or how good it'll hold up because this is my first time using it. But it is a beauty supply closure. So, you know, since we don't have access to hair like that right now, I just went ahead and got, well, this was an extra closure anyway, so I just went ahead and used that. And you just want to continue to tweeze it as much or as little as you need it until it's to your liking. Okay, so I finished tweezing. As y'all can see, I really went in and got it looking really good. And then here I'm just parting out a middle part. This particular wig, I'm just parting the part. It can be on the side or the middle. It really doesn't matter. But I'm doing the middle part this time. And you can kind of just turn this wig to the side or middle, wherever you want to place the part. And then here I'm just going in with my Gem blow dryer. And I'm using the comb attachment, and I'm just trying to get it dry and straightened out mostly. And then I went in with some of the what is it? Oh, Proclaim, the glossing oil, and I just put a little bit of the oil on there, and I'm gonna go back in with the brush and the blow dryer and the concentrated tip so that I can really get it dry and get it straightened out, because I'm gonna wear curls in it, and the hair is pretty thick, so I don't want it to be having any extra waves in it or whatever. So because it's like a loose wave pattern actually. And so I'm just going in with my blow dryer, and after I put that hair color on, this hair was already dark. It's like super dark. It didn't get any kind of burgundy in it, so I don't know why that happened. I just used the box color anyway. And then here I just went in with some Got To Be Freeze spray, and I just sprayed a little bit on the part area to get rid of some of the flyaways, and also kind of like hold the front down where I tweezed it, plucked it at. Okay, and then I'm just going back in with a little bit more of that oil so I can put it on the ends. Because, you know, the hair been through a lot right now because I put color on it, blow dried it and all that. And this is like, I've been having this hair probably about a year, I think. So it's holding up pretty good. So, but anyway, I'm just separating the hair out, and I'm going in with my 1-inch iron curling irons. These are the ceramic ones. I have them in titanium also. And I'm just curling the hair going back like it will be away from the face. And I'm just taking some little metal clips, and I'm just rolling the hair back up and pinning it up until I get done curling the whole entire head. And so each curl, you just want to curl it going back away from the face. Okay, so that's most of the hair curled and pinned up, and I'm just finishing this last little side. Okay, so here I got the hair all pinned up, and I'm just going in with a little bit of Proclaim oil sheen and then a little bit of the Got To Be Freeze spray just to kind of hold everything in place. And I'm going in with a stocking cap. I'm going to use a stocking cap, and I'm going to take some freeze spray and just brush my edges back. I had my hair already like parted out in those type of braids. That's why they're like that, because I had did the Pop Smoke inspired braids. So I just re-braided the hair down after I took the braid hair out and left it just like that. And then that's how my hair is braided. It's not like super neat or anything. And then I'm just going in with a brown stocking cap, because that's all I can find at the time. And I'm just laying it down. I'm not going to do the ball cap method, because I'm going to take this wig off quickly. But I'm just going in with some little concealer and an e.l.f. Like foundation brush. And I'm just going to kind of put the concealer right in the front and on the parting area. Then I'm just going in with a little bit of rubbing alcohol. Even though I'm not gluing this wig down, I'm going to use a little bit of freeze spray to lay it down. I just still want to clean that area so that it'll stick well. And then I'm just putting a little bit of makeup in like a T shape where the part is going to be, and then right in the front of the wig. And then I'm just sliding the wig on. The wig fit perfect. Like, it fit my head perfectly. I just had to slide it on. I didn't have to add any combs or anything. And I shouldn't have put that brown cap on, because it's like doing something to the front of my wig where it's making it really dark. But I'll try to find a beige stocking cap when I get ready to reapply this wig. But it did what it needed. You know, it served its purpose at the time. So. And then I can always just go in and add more makeup to fix that darkness. And I'm just kind of getting it adjusted and pulling out some baby hairs. If you don't want to do baby hairs, you can just kind of like swoop it, you know. But this thing needed some baby hair, because the lace on this closure wasn't that great. So I decided that I was going to go with some baby hairs. And I'm just taking my shears and just trimming the baby hairs, probably like a ½ inch. And then I'm just going in now with my Got To Be freeze spray and the blow dryer and the metal comb, and just try to lay that lace down as best as possible. Then I'm going in with some Got To Be gel in the black container, and I'm just going to lay my baby hairs down. And I'm just using a rat tail comb to lay it down. You can use one of those edge brushes if you want to, but I usually like to use my rat tail comb. And child, I'm over here struggling with this dang baby hair, but I got it down pretty good. And I'm just going back in with the blow dryer just to make sure that they're dry pretty good. And then I took a little bit of oil sheen because I'm going to tie it down. And I don't want that wrap to stick, so I'm just using a black wrapping strip to tie the front where the baby hair is. You can use a satin or silk scarf too to tie down. And then here I'm just taking down the clips. And you just want to remove all those metal clips from the hair. Okay, so I'm going with some of that She's Bum wax stick. You can use any kind of wax stick, but that's the one I have. And I'm just going to take the curling iron and just flatten the part area a little bit more. I usually use a pressing comb, but I figured that the curling irons work just fine. So here I'm just going in with my paddle brush and the blow dryer, and I'm actually blow drying the hair with the concentrated tip so that I can get like a soft wave with my curls. I don't want them like super tight, but I wanted them to last. That's why I pinned them up. And then I'm just going in with the blow dryer and I'm just gonna blow dry them out a few minutes, and it just gives you like a little soft wave. And here I'm gonna take my scissors and just cut that wrapping strip off. Then I'm just taking a little bit of concealer and a little brush and just putting it along the part, and also kind of like trying to fix some of the areas where that lace was dark at. And then I'm just kind of blotting it with my finger to kind of get it looking more natural looking and spread it out so it's just not sitting on top of the lace. And then I just went back in with the blow dryer, and then I'm just going back in again with my paddle brush and just kind of getting the hair situated where I want it to be at. Okay, here I'm just going in with my scissors. I'm just gonna like slide cut or slither the little front part, and I just went back in with the curling iron just to put a little extra little bump right there, because I'm gonna use the scissors to like do a little slide cut right there on the front, just so it's not like all one length right there, kind of frame the face. Then I'm just going back in with my brush and brushing it back and then pushing it forward. And then I'm just using my rat tail comb to like smooth everything out. And that's the back. And that's how it looks. I hope y'all like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you guys for watching.